Okay, I'm back. And yeah, okay, I just want to make one correction. Which, yes, I know I did say that, well, probably the next one is gonna be, Finon. Yes, we already know who the next character is. Which is, him up there, the guy who's gonna see the council. I can't remember his name. We already know it's gonna be him in the second half. But
Nice.
okay, that just means that is Final gonna finally have his chance to shine next patch? I wonder. Because we've got Castrus, we've got him, we've got Finon. We've got to find one more other person who we can put in for the second half. I'm just surprised Finon hasn't had his time yet. But
Nice.
then again, I think Finon should have been in, and the Herta should have not been in. Because what has Herta actually done apart from show up at the very end of the very first patch of Emphorius and then never again? What the hell? A limited time banner should be integral to the story, not one brief moment and then that's it. What's the point? It's supposed to be advertising that character, not showing her off and then go, nah, no one's interested.
Nice.
Even though her banner's been up since before, but still. Yeah, and all that. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about before I actually start making a move in? Yeah, just trying to go over everything I just said in the last one. Yeah, I talked about Castrus. How I'm not gonna pull her because, yeah, I didn't pull her in the last one, and if I haven't tried in the first one, I ain't gonna try later. Well, then again, it also depends if I've got the currency to actually use at the time, but I still make my decision there and then, at the beginning. Yeah, as well, we found out in the last one as well that
Nice.
the Trailblazer is dead. Even though basically she's still moving around right now. And we've got to find our soul. So we're basically a soulless... Yeah. Anything else? No, nothing I can think of at the top of my head right now. But if there's anything else, then I'll throw it in at some point. No, I'm pretty sure there was, but I just can't remember. Seriously, it hasn't been that long since I last played the previous one. And as you can tell, because I don't have... I'm not getting my stuff, which clearly shows you it's still the same day. But yeah. Oh, come on! I keep forgetting that! Alright, okay, I'm going back down and I'm gonna grab it. I might just have to keep clicking, just so I can pick it up. Did I get it? I heard. I don't know. Come on, please. Please say I got it. If it doesn't show up, I picked it up. No! Wait, is it because I'm not close enough to it? Alright. One more try. One more time. I just hate it. Let's... Wait. Wait, did I actually grab it this time? It does seem like that. Yeah, I have. I did get it. Good. Finally. That took me how long to get? But yeah. I got it. So, yeah, let's go.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Inexagoras.
Yeah, technically I'm not playing as him right now because I don't know why.
It's been a while, Lord Inexagoras. I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
Is that hollow? Really? Is that a hollow? And a Honkai, I think, with a hole in the chest. That is one, isn't it? Seriously, why bring bleach in?
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the Council of Elders.
There are Antikytherans here? They have been a rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
I extend to you my utmost respect, revered Titan.
Wait, I thought not many things could see her. Am I remembering wrong?
I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right of all upright citizens to express themselves freely.
Okay.
You can see them too?
So... Not supposed to see, but can see.
You know about us. We
Oh, right.
Antikytherans perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls.
Frequency?
Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar. If necessary, Lord Anaxagoras, I can sever the golden thread to protect your fundamental rights.
Then why don't you?
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her own folly.
May I interpret this as you having a countermeasure?
Imagine if it just turned... We went to her and she went, or something, I don't know, react to like comment. Would have been fun.
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage. As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity. A truth she undoubtedly comprehends. While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities. Let's forego the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness in an ally. She's been waiting. Follow me, please.
Yeah, why did you just run off like that?
Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
I am looking at the Titan, and I do not like the look of it.
Nothing, really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you mind sharing your reflections with me?
Technically it's not. Time is only on your side if I stay alive. Well, yeah, ow. Yeah, that doesn't actually work. Time only works if I stay alive, but I am already dead, so how can time still be on this side? Yeah, still picking up things from the last one, and yeah, going on with this, it does not make sense. Does it? Because Onyx did say, when I die, all hope and time is lost. Even though technically I'm already dead. Even though I'm going to get back the life that was stolen. Which... still, it would have probably made more sense if Onyx could have stayed around until I got my life back. Then go back to get Onyx's power. But no, I was already given it. It was given to a corpse, which has no life. But... ah!
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this long path.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes, for dying implies an ongoing process, an action, whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive termination. In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall.
Perhaps the gods in their arrogance deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Cerces, the kin of the Skyfather as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to refuse.
Oh.
That very well could be true. But what if the world-bearing Titan still chooses to remain silent?
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphorius are nothing more than pitiful jests.
It's worth a try. I believe and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it may bring to this imperiled world. Because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible.
The hand of God. What the hell?
Please, Professor.
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Memorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan. Oh, what a joyous occasion.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly. In the meanwhile, you're welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view. Delaying the crucial meeting is something none of us wish to see, I presume.
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize that.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another.
Save your concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
Yeah, and what are you doing?
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then. Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the grove perceive another Titan.
I'm nosy.
Off you go. I won't be joining you. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Be aware, I can hear you perfectly well from here.
I can mind read. Alright, so now time to explore. And I don't know, break a lot of stuff. Golden liquid. Yeah. Why is it all golden anyway? There a reason? Okay, maybe it was at one point, but I probably kind of forgot by now. But yeah. So over there, over there. Okay, these are things I'm probably looking at. The council is probably going to be up there, right?
Professor Anaxa! Over here!
Oh. So, former student. Right? Fix time! Fix broken stuff. I can't even go down there. Yeah, there wasn't a point, but wasn't a point in that. Ding! Whatever. Do I need to do this? Let's go.
Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide. To find you here safe and sound, thank the Fates.
You could say it's the Fates toying with us.
It's only the Crimnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. I'd settle for that gladly. So, are you here to report the incident to the Council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the Grove, Akuma would be next in line, even with the demigod of strife standing alongside humankind.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Cerces and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents. They might well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly.
No surprises there, those shifty opportunists. Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
Hey, and I thought you was gonna go wander off on your own. What are you doing back so soon?
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in.
So you just want to eavesdrop?
But it seems as though this Kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours? Just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
Alright. Didn't get much, but we got something. Right?
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems.
Looks like my presence here is quite unwelcome.
Yeah. You're not welcome at most places, are you? Alright, let's go do this. That. That. Yeah, that's not it. Technically, I had it already. Like that. Nope. Alright, let's just move everything. Huh. Oh, now I see it. Yeah, I can't believe it. I didn't see it until now.
No match for me.
Alright, give me some boots.
Anaxagoras, I thought that you had died to the Black Tide, just like the other scholars.
Do you want him dead or something?
As Kephale's priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Surely you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of respect from the Supreme Being. Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawn Cloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself. I am no longer that altar servant from years ago who could only acquiesce to the commands of others. Now, I have plenty of ways to deal with people like you.
Really now?
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan. As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be kindness?
You. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoother than I had anticipated.
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation. As expected of one of Kephale's followers.
And you're still eavesdropping.
Are you praising or insulting him?
Probably both.
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the God of Deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible. Don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and disturb my meditation.
So finally we'll meet someone who can't see her.
I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
Yeah. Can my death come sooner?
Oh, my. Could it be that the great tree painted in this mural is actually depicting me?
Something's highly of themselves.
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Cerces.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom was portrayed as fruit, to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisiteness indeed.
This mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
What, all trees?
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
So...
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
I don't know. They must have screws loose. And then the others fill them in. I don't know, maybe.
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawnfloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention behind your actions?
The entire plan is stored in my memory. So why don't you look there?
Don't make me say out loud, it's too much of a hassle.
Then don't mind if I do. 1 year old? 2 years old? Oh my! Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages must hug his Dromastal to sleep? How interesting.
Oh, look at all these embarrassing memories.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
He's weak.
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you more about it. This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories.
Yeah, find them yourself.
It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
This... Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of Thelesis' theory as well.
Oh, and that is...
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that, since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Because then that can be pointless. Because you died to resurrect them, but then... But...
Anaxa, you... I did it, teacher!
But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages.
Calm down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm, even to this day.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye. Equivalent exchange. All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more.
Okay, now let's bring in Full Metal Alchemist. Right?
Let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life.
What? So he doesn't have the right to do it now?
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires. You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then, what topic would you like to study?
I wish to continue Thalesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of the souls is but the tip of the iceberg. I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has become clearer than ever.
Yeah, because I've got no depth perception.
I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Who would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours? However, this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means, correct?
True.
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into.
Yeah, and you did it.
Unfortunately, even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom? Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa. I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but time is of the essence.
I saw you muttering to yourself. Maybe, I know it's stupid, but,
I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival, so please depart forthwith.
It's finally time.
Yay, we finally get to meet the council.
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
Crush him underfoot.
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges against that Lady Goldweaver.
Yeah, well, I can kind of see it. Because she does spy on everybody.
Isn't that the dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromus as well? You must really like those creatures.
Yeah, he must do. Alright. Come on, there we go.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet, in my view, there are only right and wrong perspectives, neither of which can coexist with the other.
What radical thinking. I guess this is why the children of humanity always squabble with each other.
How boring.
You seem to be avoiding that Goldweaver person. Why don't you address her face to face?
I have nothing to talk about with her. Since you're in my brain, you can look for the reason yourself.
Oh, the leader of the Flame Chase journey and a demigod of Nestia.
You're really searching through my brain. What are you treating it as? Some sort of toy?
Hey, you told her to.
Regardless, you think quite highly of her, no?
Oh.
That's because I'm a teacher who grades everyone fairly.
Liar. Oh, come on. Don't do this. Just be honest.
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead. I'll take my leave for now.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take a little gander around. See if I can find anything. And destroy some stuff. Do that. Like this. Chest. Okay, what's on the other side? And reverse. Playing with the liquid in the fountain. Yeah, I don't have any. My first little thing to do. Okay, so 7. Okay. There we go. Up. Oh. Okay, I should have been down there. Okay, there. Ah, dang it. Hey, maybe I'll do that one. Actually, no, it's still not worked. Smash. Okay. Alright. Ah! How? Okay. It still doesn't work. I know what I want to do. No. That doesn't work either. Damn it! I know what I want to do. But doing it is another question, another thing. Okay, so... Okay, so how... Okay, I done it! Finally! Huh? Huh? Hey! Oh, okay. I at least got him down. Dead. Done it. Good.
Is that all?
Seriously, that took a bit. But I still did it. All right. To the council. And whatever it wants to do.
Welcome to the Demigod Council, esteemed guests.
Lord Anaxagoras, I've heard so much about you. Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Cerces' core flame, a survivor of the Grove calamity. Did I miss anything? Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
Do you have to?
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed. And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I am met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows.
Well, like him over there.
Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Everyone, stand down.
Wait.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
Wait, really? That guy was gonna attack him?
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
So, you wish to start a war?
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind. Conflict is inevitable. Since Aglaya endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akama are so entitled to. As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses. And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation, you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears.
Yeah, and I've got a little ghost friend.
I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters, just like how there are two types of people in this world, geniuses and dimwits.
Yeah, that's a bit. And who said the Naxa's on your side? Just because his hate does not mean anything. Does it?
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akama's history. May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Erechrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise. Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Yeah, true.
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
What strong conviction you have, as expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well. You're well aware how valuable Cerces' core flame will be in the Erechrysia that you are desperately pursuing. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other. Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom.
Yeah, let's begin.
Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaya. She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed.
Wait, if she's the second, who's the first?
Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in her savagery?
I believe you're aware of Castorus the Executioner. Long before I returned to Akama, Aglaya had already dispatched her to monitor me. If I weren't able to reach this place in time, I would have been forced to meet Thanatos first. As compared to a comprehensive plan with uncertain results, if you decide to cut open my chest and remove the core flame, wouldn't that settle her nerves even more? Everything is in place. She just needs the right timing.
I understand what you mean. At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. The city will be burned to ashes, and the citizens' blood will be shed. Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Although the circumstances are rather unfortunate from an objective point of view, it is an undeniable fact that ever since the Grove was attacked, I have become the de facto leader of the Grove.
Well, yeah, you're the only survivor.
The Council of Elders needs more backing if it wishes to topple Aglaya, and it's evident that the Academy wields considerable influence. At the very least, I have served as the Grove's special envoy to Akama for a significant amount of time. Of course, this also means that I will hold a crucial vote at the Citizens' Assembly.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts. At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment. As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya the Goldweaver is currently on her way to Dawncloud.
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests today.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. In any case, I'm glad that she's arriving here.
Really?
So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I do?
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame. No, more like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Why will Casterus be doing that?
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead. Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time.
We'll see about that.
Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
What, taking punishment?
We shall see, then.
I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after, hmm?
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Easy there. You'll learn the answer soon enough.
Wait, you haven't come up with the answer yet either, so you're just winging it?
I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
So, does that mean that your true target was someone else? Was these guys?
An expected visitor. Welcome once again. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali.
And you could have said that sooner?
I have no reason to refuse you, do I?
You may not, but Kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akama. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
Very true.
He finds it funny.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan. Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the world-bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person. Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey. Oh, a bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the holy mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Cerces. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
So, we got a new companion. Who I'm leaving in the dust. Ah. Fine.
Looks good.
And fixed. Oh. Did I go too fast for you? Yeah, I went too fast for him. I was too fast. Destroy it. I know, I just fixed it. Fine. Stay behind. I'll stay here then. Happy. Come on, don't give me up. Stop whistling. Oh, whatever you were doing. Stop it.
Go on ahead. Take this Yanis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that your theory will be validated at the end of this journey. I believe Kefali will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to Kefali than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
I hope things go as you say, then.
Putting a child of justice into a farcical world is bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world which is on the brink of destruction.
So, is he actually planning something? Seems like it. Alright, let's take the long journey.
Honestly, this is my first time going up to Dawn Cloud's peak.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us Titans?
Well, I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city. All they have are magnificent facades. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
I must be getting ahead of myself to be expecting to hear something nice from you.
Yeah, well, don't even expect it.
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get used to how I feel about things.
Yeah.
Alright, we're just a short hike away from Kefali. No time to waste here.
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now? I know how far I can go, so just hold your tongue and come along.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
Wait. Who is that? Cerces?
Wait, a second one?
Hey, look at that.
Huh? What should I be looking at?
Oh, she can't see it.
Am I hallucinating? Or do we even get to see souls when we're close to dying?
Really? Did we just see that? Two of her?
Oh, why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Wait, it's just one of these?
Nias. I know I've heard this name somewhere.
Yeah, what's the Titan's name?
It's unfortunate. The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios, from their prized ores and molten fire, couldn't escape the fate of destruction?
Hey, Cerces. Do you know a certain Nias?
Nias? No, not that I remember. How did you even think up such a strange name?
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was just chatting with you here.
No, I have no such memory. Could you be hallucinating?
This is a departed spirit?
Is it? Or... is he seeing things? He's right here too. Why see all the dead people? Maybe we'll get a clue to it afterwards. even though basically that does look like the thing to check past events, but we are seeing spirits as well.
You two again.
Enough about me. Did Kaos ever reply to you?
Well, regrettably.
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
Kaos. Demigod. I've never heard of this person. Which Titan's authority did he inherit?
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come all this way, I doubt he'd snub his old friends, would he?
Let's just hope we mean as much as the world to him.
Hey! Are you seeing that same hallucination again?
Yes.
Yes. It's still you and Nias, but you're now talking about a certain Kaos. I'm guessing he's one of your companions?
Kaos? This name sounds just as strange to me.
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. If things are as I thought, then they aren't hallucinations, but the souls of people.
What? But if those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
An already dead Titan? I don't know.
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured up in my dying moments.
That other people can see.
Let's just keep going. As long as I take in more sights and hear more stories.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I might not be able to save you.
I'm fine. If this is indeed as I thought, then this will be very amusing.
Okay. Let's keep going. Ah. More. Here.
So.
Damn it!
Can you keep going?
Of course. I'm just... If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come along with you.
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphorius does have a next life, you may want to get your body in shape.
She said the exact same thing to Annex. Didn't she?
Keep your sarcasm to yourself.
I'm not getting anything of value from them.
I would sooner throw myself off this cliff and hit rock bottom than exercise even a little.
Isn't that basically what you said?
I am Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all. Training would make me no different from those Helcalithist barbarians.
Calypso?
Calypso. She's one of the Seven Sages. A member of the Grove? No, she can't be. I would know her name if she really were one of the Seven Sages.
Yeah, you probably know the current, not the past Seven Sages, right?
Hey, Cerces. Does the name Calypso ring a bell? Cerces?
She's not here.
Daggone. doesn't matter. I can do this myself. Looks like I'm nearly there now. The land of the dead.
Yeah, I actually think she knows what's going on, but she's not saying anything. I think.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now? Oh, legendary era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that's left of that warmth is a hazy mirage.
Why are you chanting that too?
Yeah, so why can't she chant Auntie? Is she around now? Alright, right at the bottom. Now what? Big open space.
We're here. Finally. So, I don't get to ask the Titan my question, but all of you make for a pleasant surprise, nonetheless. Very well then. Let me uncover the truth for myself.
My gut hurts.
Did I still fail to make it in time? Huh? So, I'm back here again. This is...
Land of the Dead?
I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides, behind the closed doors of the void world. A voice ready to tell me something. This time, the voice is a lot clearer than before.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst-case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area. And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily, much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that so?
Yes, I have faith in him.
That reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else. Yet you are born only to take over Thanatos' divinity.
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the ultimate answer to Cerces' question. The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need to seek verification from Kefali. By doing so, I can answer Cerces' question and reclaim my body. But no, I will not do that. That isn't important. Because another one of my conjectures, one that I have always dreamed of proving, has been proved right this very instant.
Ooh, and what's that?
Fusing a mortal soul with that of a Titan to replace said Titan is not a ludicrous idea after all.
So it's been done in the past and it makes someone new, is it? Is that one getting?
What are you thinking about? Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though. Plus, you seem to be strangely familiar with the city around the Great Tree. Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Cerces. Their leaves and branches reflected the sparkling stars, and their trunk was like a pillar that supported the sky and ground. I stood at this very spot back then, imagining the day when I could climb to the top of this tree, because I would be the closest I can be to the sky at that spot. Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm? They're a strict and draconian god. Nothing like Cerces. Reason is willing to share what is theirs with others, but Sky only expects people to revere them. You get what I'm saying, right, Denny? After all, the Titan that imprisoned you and Grey here in Amphorius is none other than Aquila themselves.
So what? Aquila did that to us? So then it was Aquila that shot us down. Killed me, and I know I'll keep bringing that up.
But there will always be people who dream of soaring towards the sky. The Grove has a wealth of research on Aquila, and that is exactly what we are here for. It's just, I never thought Grey would meet with something like that before we set off. As a physician, I should have been there by his side. Yeah, there is no rest for the weary, huh? In any case, what we're looking for could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground. Danny, with your skills, I'm sure those monsters born of the Black Tide will pose no threat to you anyway. Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician of the Twilight Courtyard? Have more faith in me. I'll be just fine.
Enough! Mute! Be silent! I know I could probably just click right at the bottom of the list, but I don't know, well, you could get something extra by going through all this, you never know. You know, it's probably more likely that it's not, but still. There, the mute is gone. And yeah, okay, what did we just learn? This is what I'm getting. A Titan's core flame merging with a person.
Nice.
Either make something new, or is it like the Titan resurrects and then the previous person goes and everyone just loses their memories? So they forget who they were. and become the next Titan. Well, obviously demigod, which, as like was in the past, because Cerces was named something different, wasn't she? And she got that, became what she's now, and so I think that's what I'm getting. So well, was I right with that assumption? The core flame merged with human soul, kill them both to make a new Titan under that name. So yeah, I don't know if I'm explaining it right or in any way physically understandable or feasible, but it makes sense in my head. Well, I think, I hope, but I can't get it out as I want to say it. But yeah, see, it seems like that's the case, right? But then again, guys, but that the Nikado, that's the test name, was so instead of being reason, he was the person who took the core flame from Nikado to become the new Nikado, but he was still around to like try and rein Nikado in. I don't know. It doesn't quite make sense in my head, as I said.
Nice.
But that is going to be it. I am done for today, and hopefully when I pick this up again tomorrow, I'll be able to do a lot more, I hope, but only time will tell. So yeah, and as I always say, I hope you liked it, I hope you enjoyed it, I hope it was fun, and yeah. Okay, bye.